Tires are one of the most important safety features of a vehicle, designed to grip the road surface and provide stability to the moving vehicle. Whether the vehicle is accelerating, braking, or negotiating a corner, tires play an important role in ensuring that the vehicle has the necessary traction with the road surface to make sure this happens safely.
Tires are the only features or part or components in a car that attaches the car to the ground. Otherwise, should anything go wrong with your tire, then obviously you're going to lose control, because the stability of the vehicle is dependent on the suspension component of the vehicle, and the tires are one of them.
The only contact that you have between the road surface and your vehicle is the tires. And they are the ones that makes your vehicle to run on the road. So for them to effectively service you from any point, they have to be in such a state that they can do that assignment.
Tires are very important to the safety and performance of the vehicle as it moves through different surface conditions. As the tire treads wear, the ability of the tire to keep the vehicle moving safely on the road significantly reduces.
Every time you take a journey, every time you start up at your place to work, make sure you have checked your tires. From time to time, pass by the filling stations and let those people who are at the filling station to check for you the pressure, to make sure that you have filled up the right pressure that is specified by the tire manufacturer for that type of a vehicle.
Hangare ke checka gona nonyana ka be bitla gore ke se ka 10 minutes gore ke laisa ke kopa mo gore a laisa ke tla laisa maitsi ba be ke a hide tire ya la le ke tla bara ke bana ba getswe ke re le mathata a tire ke ntšhentšhala tire ro ntsengetse e sele siameng e be ke itse gore ke tla bua ke checka ke tshwara nako ya monnone ke tšhentšhana le.
Road accidents caused by tire blowouts are a result of rapid wear and excessive flexing, which shortens the life of a tire and may result in a blowout.
They have to be free of all foreign materials. It's not just about the tread patterns that has to be visible. Even the side walls of a tire, you have to be sure that the type of tire that is fitted to your vehicle is the right tire that is specified by the manufacturer, that it has to be used for that vehicle.
Botswana experiences a high number of road accidents that result from loss of control of a vehicle, resulting from tire failure. When a tire experiences a blowout, the driver may struggle to control the vehicle, and if driving at high speeds, the consequences may be very serious, from rollover to head-on collision.
So first time ya la ha o tla ka tire go gonna o batla service mo gonna ke checka one mathata go tshwana lao ha ile gore ke tire e leng gore keng kana let me say tire ya snow tire ha ile tlelo mo tswa ga se go tindia le tlelo mo tswa mara tsone di tla ka dikoloi tse dintšha tse, so there's no need ya go dika tlhoko go letlelo ya mme di ntse di tla kwano.
These other tires that are done, by other people who are not even registered, I don't think we will be doing ourselves justice to go and buy them from those people. We have to go to, garages that have been licensed to do so, that can be, made to account when something happens.
Extremely high seasonal temperatures experienced in most parts of Botswana and poor road conditions such as potholes and untarred roads contribute significantly to damage to the integrity of tires, which increase the chances of failure.
if we had our way, we would say people should avoid traveling when it's at the peak of the heat, like afternoon, say immediately after 12, 1 or 2. They should rather, start up early in the mornings and travel while it's still cool. But when it gets hot during the afternoons, if they still have to drive, they must make sure that they drive at a reasonable speed and keep on stopping to check, their tires, so that they don't end up with a tire that will burst because of the heat.
As a safety precaution, tires must be maintained regularly to ensure that they are in good working conditions at all times. Vehicle owners often neglect to regularly inspect the condition of their vehicle tires until it is late, which can be risky to their lives. Proper tire management requires that owners must inspect their tires before embarking on any journey, especially when going on a long journey.
Pele ga ke tsena mo tega ba sa me ka checka tota gore ba sa me siame. Ebe ke kopa conductor gore go mara gore checka bo di brake light, bo di reverse light gore di a bereka, ba tar di a bereka, tse di sa bereke replace di bulb. Abe ke checka di tire tsa me gore di sa mpinna le moa ke tsa se mo ke di betsa betsana ke tla re nya me tsore se mpinna le moa mare ka big ke a di checka ko pressure straight gore no ye pressure ne siame ya siama ye batla go change ye ga batla go change di siame abe ke itse gore nka ba ra mo tseleng.
Tires have to be taken care of. If your tires are getting worn out, you need to replace them. It's not just a question of replacing, it's for your safety. You have to replace tires.
In the next segment, we're going to look at factors that can cause your tires to fail, and we will also look at what you can do to keep your tires working well and keeping you safe on the road. There are a number of factors that cause tires to fail, which may lead to loss of control of the vehicle that can result in a road crash. Use of incorrect tire size is a common practice where some vehicle owners will replace one of their tires with a tire that does not match the correct size recommended for their vehicle. This affects the balance of the vehicle, causing weight distribution to shift more to one tire than the others, which cause uneven tire wear and increased chances of a tire blowout.
That tires vary in sizes, and even our vehicles, they have been recommended to use different or specific tire sizes. So as we look at the tire that I'm holding here, which is Bridgestone, it has on its sidewall, this is the sidewall of the tire. It has got a lot of information that has been written there by the tire manufacturers. And this information is very critical for us to understand as motorists. The first information that I want to look at is the tire size information, which is basically normally the information that we find here. It will be a number stroke another number, maybe it will have an R, then 2-digit numbers here. So for this type of tire, it's written 265, 65 R17. So this is the tire size. It is a composition of the tire width, which is the width of the tire. And this tire width here is the 265 millimeters, which is like 26.5 centimeter width. And the middle number here, which is 65, it is the aspect ratio, which is the height of the tire from the interfacing part to the rim. And R17 here is the rim size, which is a 17-inch.
A tire's condition can be an important sign of serious internal problems, so they should be visually inspected. Remove any objects which may have become embedded in the tread. If you find any cuts, lumps or bulges, get a professional to check your tires immediately.
When you look at this tire, you realize that it got worn out quicker on the side than at the center or the other side. The other side is worn out, the other side is not that worn out. So in that case, it means the problem with this tire was wheel alignment. If you don't align your tires, normally it's recommended that every 10,000 kilometers you must come back and align your tires, because as you use your car on the road, it goes out of alignment.
Tires that are not regularly maintained pose a danger of failing unexpectedly, which can result in loss of vehicle control, which can cause the vehicle to roll and injure or take the lives of the vehicle occupants.
Once it wears off, it means the thickness of that tire at the tread level has been compromised. So then you stand a chance of maybe your tire getting damaged easily or your tire blowing out. And when it blows off, the likelihood is that you are likely to lose control of your vehicle, and the ultimate result will be the vehicle rolling over.
Bad tire inflation, which results from inflating tires to a pressure that is not the recommended tire pressure of the vehicle and its load.
The recommended tire pressure is there on your vehicle, more especially on the driver's door. It has that plate where it has recommended speed. So if you are increasing the load, then you also have to adjust the pressure, because the more the weight then is going to press the tire to the ground, and it will be affected on the sides.
Can cause rapid wear on the edges of the tire, shortening their life.
Every time when you use a vehicle, if you are to put more load in the vehicle, you have to adjust your tire pressure so that the tire can interface nicely and smoothly with the ground, so that the wearing off or the wearing out of the tire will be smooth, will be flat. The other thing is that if you overinflate, that is, you put more pressure than what is required or than what the load of the vehicle will require, it means the center part here is the one that will be touching the ground and experiencing more load, more weight than the outer part. Therefore, your tire will finish or wear off in the center as opposed to on the outside.
Correct tire pressure is vital for maximum safety, braking, grip, and good tire life.
The tire treads are still in a good shape, but in the center here, it was already finished. So it means it was overinflated. Therefore, the center part, this part here, is the one that was touching the ground more and experiencing more weight and more friction with the road. Therefore, it got worn off.
The tread grooves help to remove water from the road surface, allowing the tire to grip properly and provide reduced stopping distances. Car drivers who fail to ensure that their tires have enough treads not only risk their own lives, but also that of other road users who may become involved in any subsequent tire-related incident. Tread depths should be checked regularly to ensure that it meets the minimum legal standards.
A tire has got what we call tire wear indicator. A tire wear indicator is a small like knob inside the grooves. You find something like a bulge inside the groove. That is a tire wear indicator. When the tread patterns get finished and get to become at the same level, to get to the same level with the tire wear indicator, it means your tire is worn out. Therefore, you need to change it.
After the break, we are going to meet a victim of road crash that resulted from loss of control, and we will review the assistance that is available to assist victims of road crashes in Botswana. Join us after the break. At MVA Fund, road crash victims receive various assistance managed by the Case Management Division to ensure that they receive timely treatment and recovery from the scene of a road crash to medical facilities where they undergo further medical care and treatment. Keith Sisawai was involved in a road crash that left her and family in need of urgent medical rescue and treatment.
Re nnile le kotsi le Theo ka di 31 tsa January 2013. Ne re tswa mo Maun ra go gantsi. So ne le nna le Theo le mogolo le mme. Mo kotsing se se dirahetseng ko le ne a nna le Tyre best. Ne le nna ke kgwetsa. So e be over 10 kana ewa. Me na re mo kotsing eo. Nna le Theo ke re ba ne ra bona dikgobalo tse di masisi. Ka gore nna ne ka bona kgobalo ya marapo a molala le mabedi. Theo na bona kgobalo mo thogong.
MVA Fund maintains close cooperation with emergency rescue providers, both private and government, to provide emergency evacuation from the scene of an accident. When victims are rushed to medical facilities, MVA Fund social welfare officers provide letters of guarantee of payment to the service providers to ensure that victims will be assisted without any delays. This enables victims to receive utmost care and treatment to improve their chance of making a full recovery and returning to work.
We work with all the hospitals, be it the public hospitals, be it the private hospitals. With the private hospitals, we also have contracts with them so that in cases we are not on duty and they receive the claimant, they should automatically put them under our cover to assist them. This has helped our patients get timely interventions because they don't have to wait for authorizations.
Mirile go tsena ko Marina. Ngwana a isiwa theater from accident and emergency because total rapola thogo ne le phatsegile. A isiwa theater a thusiwa mme go tseng theater a isiwa ko ICU. O nnile ko ICU beke tse tharo.
With our interaction with the hospitals, there are a lot of things going on in the hospitals. You have to meet the treating doctors, you have to discuss the treatment plans, which is very important to whatever benefit we are going to be giving the patient. You need to get the exact injuries so that we can estimate how much funds we need for the patient, so that we can also give out authorizations to the hospital, looking at the severity of injuries and also how much money they will need for different interventions. This communication is usually done between ourselves and the doctors. They give us estimates of whatever they want to do, and then we have to authorize this.
Once victims are hospitalized, they receive visits by MVA officers to ensure that they are aware of the services that are available to assist them as part of the medical undertaking provided under the MVA Fund Act. MVA officers ensure that patients are informed of benefits available to them, as well as the process to access such benefits and assistance.
We do daily visits to the hospitals to check on the patients. We make sure they know about the products and services of the fund. We make sure that they know about the benefits they can get from the fund. And the benefit being the medical assistance that is prescribed by the Act. And going forward, if somebody is severely injured, they can also end up getting loss of earnings or loss of income benefit.
Go tseng theater ga gona ga supa gore se neng ba mothusa ka sone go ne ga nna successful. So bo gore gore o nna beke tse tharo a le ko ICU, nna ke le ka ko warding. Go tseng ka ko warding le nna ke ha le gore ga ke tsamaye. Ke tsamaya ka wheelchair because marapo a neng a robegile nna le a supang gore hanga ka kgona go tsamaya kana go ka nna ga hela go nna le kgolagalo e hetang eo kana go ya hanga le ka go tsamaya ka maoto a me. So ne ke le mo wheelchair le ngwana mme a re le ko Marina MVA ya boa ya re hudisa ko Marina ya re isa ko bokamoso re tsile rata go nna I think re ntse kana ke beke tse tharo ko bokamoso re be re ferla ko South Africa ko re neng re ya ko rehab center.
Post-treatment care is also available once victims complete their acute admissions and are discharged to continue with recovery at their homes. MVA Fund undertakes home visits to inspect and verify the suitability of homes to promote good recovery through access to a caregiver and mobility in and out of their homes.
We also follow our patients with what is we call home visits. We follow your patients to their homes. We have to know where they're going to, especially those with severe injuries. We have to know where they're going to. After this, who is taking care of those people. How are they going to be maneuvering inside the places wherever they're staying? So it's very important for us to visit their homes. And then we can do further, we can improve on their rehabilitation plan once we pick on anything that they need.
I think re gore ke le go gompieno mo Maun re ntse re transportilwe ke MVA from Gaborone to Maun. Ha re tsena kwa lapeng, the following day officer a MVA a gore ga kwa lapeng gore a to go assessa seemo a bone gore ngwana o tla le mo seemong se se ntseng jang. Mme ngwana a simolola ditshedilo ko thuso rehabilitation. A transport to every day a ya go thuso rehabilitation ntse le ka thuso ya MVA le one e leng gore e duelela ngwana transport ya tsatsi le tsatsi gore ngwana a kgone go sedilwa ko thuso.
Despite the success of this third-party insurance cover that has assisted multitudes of deserving victims, MVA Fund Act has undergone a number of reviews to ensure that the fund not only provides financial assistance but also places greater emphasis on the promotion of road safety, injury prevention, and rehabilitative care.
Ke a leboga hela go le go ntsi mo pusong ka se se diragalang mo ke tsang gore go ta tswella go a pele ga gona go hella go neha MVA ta tswella e nthusa ka gore gone re a itse gore ngwana ga ka helela a le normal a boetse go bo normal mme rare a helele go gongwe ha ileng gore o ka kgona gore le ene mo botshelong jwa gagwe a itshetse ka moetsela. So ke tsa gore ke mo le gore MVA ta nna ntse e na le nna ka nako tsotlhe.
In this episode, we have learnt about the important role that tires play in ensuring the safe mobility of passengers in vehicles and the dangers that can result when we fail to look after and ensure that our vehicle tires are in good condition. We saw how good tire practices such as correct inflation, correct tire size, and routine tire inspection are key to prolonging the life of our vehicle tires and improve our safety on the road. In the next episode, we're going to take a look at the importance of vehicle occupant restraints and how they ensure that we remain safe on the road.